To really showcase the range of Bacofoil products, we've created 6 easy to follow recipes that are truly delicious and great for all the family. Enjoy. Hi, I'm Dean Edwards. Now, if you're on the lookout for a really dead simple recipe the whole family will love, this is the one for you. This is my sausage and gnocchi bake, and it is absolutely fantastic and packed full of flavour. So first and foremost, I've just done a little bit of prep beforehand. Now in this pan here, I've got some chorizo sausage. Now feel free to use any sort of sausage that you like, you know, just even a plain pork banger is going to be classic in this, but I love the chorizo. It releases a really smoky paprika flavoured oil, which honestly sets this dish off. So I've cooked that off for a couple of minutes, along with a red onion and a few cloves of garlic. Now this is going to add an amazing base of flavour to this dish, some really kind of smoky and rich. So pop that into a bowl, and then I'm going to make almost like a nice cheese sauce for this. So to add another level of flavour, I've got some roasted red peppers. So pop those in, along with some good old tomato ketchup. We've all got that in our fridges. For a little bit of a kick, I've got a little bit of English mustard. And then, to hold our sauce, this is evaporated milk. So pop that in, along with a little bit of salt and pepper just for seasoning, and completely optional, but this is something that I absolutely love. A few drops of hot sauce will give it a little bit of a kick. Now, I'm going to give that a stir just to make sure everything's really nice and combined. And then I'm going to go in with my cheese. Now, what I've got here is a combination. I've got Emmental and I've got cheddar cheese. So these two flavors really, really work well together. And I'm going to take around 2/3 of the cheese, reserving the rest just to sprinkle on the dish at the end. So get that in, along with some of this. Now, these are potato gnocchi, these are shop bought. They are dead simple, you can keep them in the freezer, but they're really, really amazing, really fluffy, and they're the sort of food that your kids will absolutely love. So get those into your bowl, and at this stage, just make sure you give everything a real nice stir to make everything's absolutely covered. Okay, so this is ready to go now. So I've lined a baking tray with Bacofoil Non-Stick foil. The dull side that you have here is the non-stick side. And what's great about that is you don't need any additional fats or butters to grease the pan. It saves on the washing up too, so that's an absolute bonus. I'm gonna go in now with my gnocchi. Just give it a little bit of a pat down just to make sure everything's combined. Got a nice flat layer, so give it a little bit of a shake. There we are. So what you're going to get here when this bakes, you're going to get some really crispy, crunchy bits of gnocchi, some nice soft, pillowy bits. It's the texture heaven. Right, so for another level of texture as well, I've got some tortilla chips. Now these are just cheese flavored, but you can use whatever ones you like. And if you want to take out a few frustrations of the day, get yourself a rolling pin and just start to smash them up. Okay, so I've got a really nice kind of fine texture now. This is going to add such an amazing texture to the top of this dish. So I'm going to sprinkle these tortilla chips over the top. Then I'm going to go on with our reserved cheese. And now I'm going to pop that in the oven, set at 180 gas mark for around 40 to 45 minutes, or just until golden. I tell you, this is the food of dreams. So this has had its time in the oven now. I've just let it sit just for a couple of minutes just to settle down, but the smells are absolutely amazing. It's proper, real kind of hearty food. I'm just going to serve it up with a little side salad, but this is perfect. And the best thing is, because I've used the Bacofoil Non-Stick foil, it's not going to stick to the pan. There's going to be no extra washing up. Absolutely perfect. Get some of that on the plate. The crunchy bits are the best bits, so make sure you get some of those on. And there you are. My sausage and gnocchi bake, that is a meal the whole family is absolutely going to love.